disclaimer, Muslims follow a lunar calendar. It goes by the cycles of the moon. It moves up about 10 days every year. So when I was a kid and I started fasting in Ramadan, we had winter fasts, so the days were much, much shorter. It's a lot harder for kids who start now, because we go from about, this morning was 4:19 a.m. was the eating stop time, all the way to a little around 8:25 or so. People debate when it ends. I want to eat as soon as possible. And we do that for 30 consecutive days. And we don't, it's no food, no drink, no medicine, no sex, no getting mad, right? So sometimes those two are, like, we talk about food and drink, but it's also no sex and no getting mad. No losing our tempers, which can be really hard on the 880 coming here. And I share that to say that, like, for Muslims, it's a little bit like boot camp. Is that all month we train to be in a state of worship, to be in a state of prayer, to focus on things beyond our bodily needs. And then we take that practice throughout the rest of the year. And some of the things that I'm reminded of is that if I can forsake what is otherwise permissible for me, like food, every day for 30 days, then I will have no trouble forsaking anger or alcohol or controlled substances throughout the rest of the year. It also, in the most interesting of ways, expands time, because I'm spending less time thinking about what I'm having for lunch and more time in remembrance of God. It develops empathy, because I know that no matter what, I know where I will find food at 8:30 p.m. I'm going to decide what restaurant to eat at and who to eat with and whose house I go to. But I know for sure that I can find food at 8:30 p.m. Food security isn't something that is a challenge for me personally. So I'm reminded then of the people who do deal with food security, who fast not by choice, but by necessity. And so in the month of Ramadan, we pray that God assists those who are poor. Let me try this again. That God assist us in assisting those who are poor. That it is not the people who are hungry who need us, but it is us who need them for our salvation. Mm-hmm. That by feeding someone, I am engaged in an act of worship. And that when someone asks me for money, for food, or for service, really what they're doing is presenting me with an opportunity. That it's not that I should have donor fatigue, but that I should feel blessed, that God has put in front of me an opportunity to be in his service. And so we pray for continued food security for those who have it, but also for food security for those who don't. We pray for peace, empathy, and self-control, just as I didn't get mad on the 880 coming here, that people don't go to war, that they don't fight with each other, that they understand why we were put here. And we pray for continued learning of each other's faiths and communities, because we know, for example, that fasting is not unique to the Muslim faith. Many faiths fast in different ways. And so there is more that brings us together that tears us apart. And for Muslims, Ramadan is the example of this time where we engage in a practice that predates Islam and that many others have engaged in. And so for those that are fasting, thank you for doing that. And for those that haven't, it's not very hard. It takes a little bit of practice, like a boot camp, and we have about 21 more days. And so I invite you to join in trying to fast with us.